Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's head outside and take a look outside our weather window. And after kind of a chilly, breezy, cloudy start this morning, the afternoon didn't turn out too bad. This is pretty much what we had mid-afternoon around the Wenatchee area, looking down from our cross camera up on Wenatchee Heights. And it wasn't bad out there today, although temperatures still well below normal. And the good news is this weekend, even though I think it could be a little bit wet Saturday morning and then again on Sunday, warm temperatures. Temperatures almost 65 for Saturday, and we are looking at temperatures in the upper 60s on Sunday. But right after that, here we go again with those cooler temperatures, and it looks like it's going to stick around next week with high temperatures only in the upper 50s to lower 60s. We'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. Now, a few of the news stories we're following for you tonight. The state released a report yesterday showing a sharp drop in routine childhood immunizations during the COVID-19 pandemic. Confluence Health has hired a new chief medical officer. We'll tell you who it is. And first responders yesterday paid tribute to RiverCom operations manager Molly Elliott, who died April 18th at the age of 54. But first, our top story tonight. At least one person was killed and several others injured in an accident near Interstate 90 south of Quincy this morning involving 3 vehicles, including a bus carrying farm workers. South Frontage Road at Adams Road was blocked throughout the morning after the 6 a.m. wreck. Grant County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Joe Crete said the bus was northbound on Adams Road, attempting to make a left turn onto South Frontage Road when a full-size pickup traveling southbound on Adams Road over the top of I-90 hit the bus on the driver's side. Both vehicles then slid and hit another car that was at the stop sign. The person killed was not on the bus, but several people on that bus were injured. The injured were transported to local hospitals, with one person needing to be airlifted. Well, the state released a report yesterday showing a sharp drop in routine childhood immunizations during the COVID-19 pandemic. The Washington State Department of Health said the overall immunization rate dropped by 13% in 2021 when compared to pre-pandemic levels. DOH said it's working with healthcare providers and other agencies to help families catch up and stay current on immunizations. The rate fell the most in the 19 to 35-month age group, while the vaccination rate actually grew slightly in the 13 to 17-year-old age range. Children need to be up to date on immunizations to attend preschool, kindergarten, school, or child care this fall. Well, Confluence Health has hired the former chief medical officer of SCL Health St. Mary's Medical Center in Grand Junction, Colorado, as its new CEO. The Confluence Board of Directors announced yesterday they have unanimously agreed to hire Dr. Andrew Jones, who will be replacing retiring Dr. Peter Rutherford. Rutherford had planned to retire in the fall of 2021, but agreed to stay on when his designated replacement, Dr. Douglas Wilson, announced he was leaving Confluence Health instead. Jones also served as Vice President of Medical Affairs for the health system in Grand Junction. Confluence said Jones and his wife, Rania Anna, will move to North Central Washington next month after their 2 children finish the school year. Confluence said the hiring came after a 6-month nationwide search for a new CEO. Well, as we go to break, first responders on Thursday paid tribute to RiverCom operations manager Molly Elliott, who died April 18th at the age of 54. A memorial procession for Elliott began at Triangle Park in Wenatchee before making its way to Chapel of the Valley Funeral Home in East Wenatchee. She then was given an official sign-off by RiverCom. Elliott had worked with RiverCom since its inception in 2004, and prior to that was a dispatcher for the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. In 2016, while a dispatch supervisor for RiverCom, Elliott was named Statewide Telecommunicator of the Year. Well, when we come back, the Forest Service is proposing about 6.5 miles of new non-motorized trail along the south shore of Lake Chelan. Electric scooters available for public rent will make their appearance in Wenatchee starting on Monday. And the State Board of Education is saying goodbye to a student member from North Central Washington who helped push big changes at the agency. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
Welcome back. In another news, the Forest Service is proposing about 6.5 miles of new non-motorized trail along the south shore of Lake Chelan. The Chelan Ranger District said the proposed trail system near 25 Mile Creek State Park would include portions of the historic Civilian Conservation Corps era Box Canyon Trail. The trail would parallel the lake. The Forest Service said the project will meet one of the top goals of the Lake Chelan Community Open Space Vision by promoting community health through increasing access to trails, parks, and the lake. While electric scooters available for public rent will make their appearance in Wenatchee starting on Monday. Bird Scooters won a contract with the city last month to offer shared e-scooters for use around town. Users pick up a scooter at downtown kiosks and pay with a phone app. The city earns 5 cents from each transaction. Up to 100 scooters may go into service in the coming months. It's a 1-year pilot program, and after that, the city can choose whether to extend, modify, or withdraw from the agreement. Well, the State Board of Education is saying goodbye to a student member from North Central Washington who helped push big changes at the agency. McKenna Roberts is a senior at Okanagan High School. McKenna held a non-voting seat on the board, but she successfully lobbied for a new state law allowing student members to cast binding votes. She also advocated measures for comprehensive sex education, ethnic studies, and mental health support for Washington school children during the COVID-19 pandemic. McKenna attended her final meetings of the State Board of Education this week. She'll graduate from Okanagan High School in June. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Attention RVers and campers! There's a huge RV liquidation event going on now at Click It RV of Moses Lake. Click It RV of Moses Lake must make room for new inventory arriving daily. There's a huge selection of top quality RVs that must be liquidated to make room for new arrivals.
You're going to want to be at this event.
Get to Click It RV Moses Lake's huge liquidation event.
Get to Click It RV now. Are you going to be mad, bro? You probably already are.
Get the best deals anywhere at Click It RV of Moses Lake.
We guarantee it.
Don't miss the 2022 Lake Chelan Wine and Jazz Festival. You'll enjoy a wide variety of jazz, breathtaking lake and vineyard views, and fabulous wine. The festival features 50 shows at 14 wineries and venues over 4 days. Imagine a musical tour around the beautiful Lake Chelan Wine Valley. Grab your friends and get your tickets to the 2022 Lake Chelan Wine and Jazz Festival, May 19th through the 22nd.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's features story, the general manager for Grant County Public Utility District went to Congress on Thursday asking for a streamlined licensing process for hydropower dams. Rich Wallen addressed the House Energy and Commerce Committee in a hearing organized by request of 8th District Representative Kim Schreier. She and other lawmakers hope to pass licensing reform so hydropower projects can save time and red tape when they relicense through the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission.
Our county's need for electricity is growing, and we have a diverse customer base of farmers, irrigators, data centers, and other large industry. We own and operate 2 Columbia River dams with a combined generating capacity of 2,100 megawatts of clean, renewable energy. Our project is licensed by FERC. While projects of the Federal Columbia River Power System are not FERC licensed, policies that impact one set of hydropower tend to impact the other. Under the State of Washington's Clean Energy Transformation Act, utilities must provide and make public a clean energy implementation plan with its own targets for energy efficiency and renewable energy. In April 2008, Grant received a 44-year license extension for our project. Grant was required to use the traditional licensing process during this time, which we believe created additional bureaucratic burdens, delays, and created uncertainty among stakeholders prior to issuance.
Mr. Wallen, would you talk briefly about that experience navigating for relicensing and what recommendations you have to improve the process?
We've heard 7.6 years, 10 years. Waiting this long to implement innovative and enhancement measures is bad for both our natural and cultural resources, and bad for domestic carbon-free power supply. These long licensing process and lessons learned, we should all take heed and learn from as we move forward.
In Washington state, hydropower generates nearly 2/3 of our energy each year and the majority of our carbon-free energy. And we're the nation's largest hydropower producer, and much of that is generated by publicly owned utilities in my district. In particular, I want to talk about how this proposal might improve the licensing process for the Rock Island hydropower facility. This dam produces over 600 megawatts of power for my constituents. It's up for relicensing in the next 5 years. And I believe these reforms could improve and shorten that process for all parties involved. Large hydropower projects like Chelan PUD's Rock Island facility can have really lengthening processes. They're costly, and many of those expenses are really passed on to ratepayers.
Let's take a look now at your north central Washington weather forecast. The weekend is upon us, and today really wasn't bad. Kind of a mixed bag, and it was cool out there. Definitely cool. High clouds and some thicker clouds this morning as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley, but cool, as I mentioned, 15 degrees below where we should be for this time of year. Unofficially 56, 71 is our normal high temperature. Record high 91 degrees back in 1993. We were cool this morning too. I'm sure you felt it as you make that morning commute this morning. 37, 48 is our normal low, and 35 our record. That was set in 1970. We did pick up 7/100ths of an inch of rain. Boy, it seemed like a lot more than that during that downpour last night, didn't it? But that just gets us to 3.75 inches for the year, which is actually about 4/10 of an inch above where we should be. 5:26 our sunrise, and the sun will set tonight for us at 8:29. Let's take a look at those Saturday temperatures. Lots going on around the area tomorrow, including our coverage of the races at the Wenatchee Valley Super Oval. Also, Stevie Nicks in concert at the Gorge tomorrow. And around the Gorge, it won't be too bad with temperatures in the low to mid 60s. That's late afternoon. We could start off with the morning shower, though. 66 in Moses Lake, 66 in Ephrata, 63 degrees in Wenatchee, and 62 for you folks in Elliott tomorrow. Taking a look at tonight, we expect cloudy skies. Here's our weather weather maker. This area of low pressure bringing those clouds into the Pacific Northwest. We will see rain develop after midnight. Low temperatures mainly in the low 40s. And then Saturday, AM rain. In fact, we will see some of that shower activity in the morning, but clearing skies in the afternoon, and temperatures will be warmer than today with highs in the low, maybe even mid 60s for some locations on Saturday. And then on Sunday, mostly cloudy. Our big weather maker moves in off the Gulf of Alaska, and that will bring clouds and a 60% chance of rain showers throughout our area. The nice part is temperatures will be mild into the mid 60s for Sunday, and then big old high pressure bringing all of that warm air right into Washington State. We're going to see highs with partly cloudy skies on Monday near 70 degrees, and then getting into Tuesday, mostly sunny skies. Unfortunately, our high will get shrunk down by another area of low pressure, and that's going to allow some cooler Alaskan air into our area. We will cool down into the low to mid 60s for Tuesday. And then, more rain showers and cooler temperatures for Wednesday. We'll see rain likely with highs on Wednesday only about 60 degrees. And it even gets cooler than that, folks, on Thursday. Partly cloudy. It should stay dry on Thursday. But look at that. High temperatures only in the upper 50s because of this high, bringing all that air from the north right down into Washington State. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. 43 your overnight low tonight. Morning rain giving way to mostly cloudy skies in the afternoon tomorrow, and 63. Rain likely on Sunday, and 66. Circle Monday. This is our nicest day. Partly cloudy skies with highs near 70. Mostly sunny and a bit of a cool down Tuesday, and 64 degrees. As we get you into Wednesday, we'll see cloudy skies. Rain will be likely. High temperatures on Wednesday only 61, and boy, folks, even cooler than that for Thursday. Partly cloudy then, with high temperatures around 59 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Hello, my name is Brian Brett, the Fire Chief for Chelan County Fire District 1, and I just wanted to talk about how amazing our RiverCom team is. They are intentional, purposeful, and skillful in everything they do, and they are the best at what they do. How they prepare, how they handle the caller, how they coordinate the emergency services, and how they push themselves to be the best. This is the kind of spirit that our RiverCom telecommunicators have. Our community needs you, we need you, we admire you, you're our lifeline.
It has really been a great partnership between Succession and NCWLIFE. It's not always easy to sit in front of a camera or a microphone, but you guys have made it a really nice process.
It's a little scary at first, right? You're just throwing money out there hoping it comes back. And to see those results come back through and see people walk through the door and say, hey, saw your TV advertisement. Those are the kinds of things that you see the return on. And when you look at the cost spent, you know you're making a return on it. NCWLIFE really does a great job of exposing our brand and Succession wines to North Central Washington. There's a huge market here and market potential that NCWLIFE is able to help us capture, spread who we are, and tell the world about what Succession does, and they are a great avenue for that.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy finally Friday. As expected, last night's district championship soccer match between Wenatchee and Eastmont was windy, wet, and wild as the Panthers came from behind to top the Wildcats 2-1.
Tyrell Malcolm put Eastmont up 1-0 in the 22nd minute. Then the skies opened up during a monsoon. Alex Trovar put a header into the back of the net for Wenatchee in the 34th minute. That tied it up at 1-1. It would remain tied until the 6th minute of the second half when Tovar put a rebound in what proved to be the game winner. Sebastian Moraga and Neil Oyston had the call here on the NCW Life channel.
There's a shot. Closer to the far post. Rejected by Leon. Off to the races is Malcolm, and now it's really starting to come down. The rain is. Malcolm into the box. Malcolm, the time. Viene, goal. Beautiful strike by Tyrell Malcolm. And Eastmont strikes first. 1-0. 21 minutes, 37 seconds, and the Wildcat fandom goes wild.
And that's the danger of Eastmont. You know, it started from a Wenatchee corner kick. It was a poor corner kick. Eastmont defended it well. Long ball forward, and once Tyrell Malcolm, he's got space, and it's 1v1. You back him every single time.
Giovanni Munoz for Wenatchee players inside the box. Now 6. Far post, the header. Goal! Alex Tovar ties it up for Wenatchee. 34 minutes, 6 seconds, and a beauty of a header to tie this one up in this rainy evening of soccer. Mata. Weisen the shot. Oh, what a save! And into an almost empty net. Wenatchee takes the lead. Alex Tovar with his second personal tally.
What a goal, what a good team goal. You know, a lot more direct there from Wenatchee. You know, it was a great ball into Tyler's feet. Holds the ball up so well, back to goal. Turns, great shot. You'd have to say it was a good save.
It was just beautiful save, but just too much.
Into the path of Alex Tovar, who was first to react.
Tyrell Malcolm leaving one behind, waiting for it is Maldonado in the heart of the box. Is he going to get a shot across? Maldonado, Tyrell, there's a shot. Viene. Oh my goodness, what a save by Munguia. Trying again is Edgar Leon, and it bounces off a defender. Almost single-handedly, literally single-handedly for Wenatchee. And there's another try. Leon, viene. Oh my goodness, nobody to sink it in. Corner kick, second of the half for Eastmont, and another beautiful save by Munguia. Leon Guerrero into the box. Good opportunity this time, and a beautiful save by Munguia. They're still battling for it. Nobody can sink it in. Top of the box. And it's cleared away by Wenatchee. That was quite possibly the last best chance for Eastmont. And there's the whistle that says that the Wenatchee Panthers are district champions. Final score, Wenatchee 2, Eastmont 1.
We talked about that because we fell behind the first time we played them, and we said it's an 80-minute game, and where we're going to win it is in the last 20 minutes because we felt like our bench was deeper and we were going to be able to get on some fresh legs. And I think it held true. You know, we were able to bring a couple guys in for 10 or 15 minutes, and it just made the difference. Where they got the balls, maybe the guy who had played 60 minutes wasn't going to get there.
Wenatchee goes on to the state tournament. Eastmont will host Sunnyside tomorrow for a final shot at state at 1 o'clock. Grizzlies advance with a 3-2 win over Eisenhower last night. The District 6 AB soccer tournament resumes in Quincy High School tomorrow. Okanagan faces Bridgeport in the first game at 1 o'clock, followed by Brewster and Manson at 3. Cascade and Quincy play for the district title at 5 o'clock. The District 6 4A baseball playoffs resume today. The Wenatchee Panthers host the Eastmont Wildcats at a loser-out game at Recreation Park. That game just getting underway. Moses Lake plays at West Valley for the district championship. The winner between the Panthers and Wildcats will travel to either Moses Lake or West Valley tomorrow at 1 o'clock for a last chance to get to regionals. The District 6 2A tournament is down at Yakima County Stadium today. Ephrata was playing Othello earlier. That's followed by Ellensburg and Sela for the district title. Winner of Ephrata and Othello facing the loser of Ellensburg and Sela for a last chance at regionals. That coming up at 7 o'clock. Liberty Bell edged Okanagan 6-5 to punch its ticket to the state tournament yesterday. Brewster also advanced with a 10-0 win over Tonasket at the District 6 2B tournament. Okanagan will face Tonasket at noon tomorrow at Wenatchee at Recreation Park for a last chance at state. Liberty Bell and Brewster will play for the district title at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Boy, a lot going on. Waterville-Mansfield's baseball team has a date tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon at Peshastin-Dryden Complex against Riverside Christian for the District 6 1B championship. Winner advances to state while the loser's season is over. Cashmere faces Quincy for a last chance at State tomorrow in Quincy in the final game of the District 6 1A playoffs. The game gets underway at 11 o'clock in the morning. Cascade celebrated a regular season Caribou Trail League championship on a winning note in a Prep Fastbit softball game yesterday. The Kodiaks were able to edge Kashmir 10-7 to finish the regular season. Cascade will host the District 6 1A tournament a week from tomorrow, facing Quincy at 11 a.m. Kashmir plays Omak at 1. The winners will face off for the district title at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That is a week from tomorrow. Eastmont and Wenatchee have one more day of the regular Big Nine season today. Wildcats can claim the regular season Big Nine title with a sweep on the road at Davis today. Wenatchee home at Walla Walla Point Park against Eisenhower. What else is going on? Well, District 6 2B semifinals tomorrow with Brewster traveling to Lake Roosevelt at 11 a.m. while Okanagan is hosting Tonasket. The Mariners begin a 3-game weekend series in Flushing, New York today. Seattle's taking a 14-18 record into Citi Field to face the red-hot 22-11 New York Mets. Marco Gonzalez gets the start against Max Scherzer. That game underway at Ron Root Sports Northwest. Mariners are currently tied with Texas for third in the American League West. Houston sits atop the standings at 12-11 after a sweep of the Twins yesterday. Angels were idle and are second in the AL West at 21-12. Texas topped Kansas City 3-1, while Oakland, cellar dwellers in the West, beat Detroit by a final of 5-3. Finally, it'll be an action-packed night of racing at Wenatchee Valley Super Oval tomorrow night. The night features the Outlaw Oval Challenge, the Rockstar Energy B-Mods, the Northwest Pro 4 trucks, and the Plum Perfect Roadrunners. Gates open at 4:30. Racing starts at 6. We'll have the action live here with Greg Ritz and yours truly on the NCW Life channel. You can watch it locally on Local-Tel Channel 12 or Charter Channel 19 on TV. You can also watch it on our stream on our website or our Facebook page. That's a look at sports news. Have a great weekend. Be safe and sane. We'll see you tomorrow for racing. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And finally tonight, the Splash and Dash weather system that moved through the Wenatchee Valley last night left behind some spectacular rainbows that had people from throughout the valley quickly taking pictures. Take a look. Boy, just beautiful, isn't it? And thank you to all of you for sending in those great pictures. And thank you also to our evening news producer and director, Malcolm Whitehall, for doing a great job in putting that slideshow together. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up Monday morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thanks, Grant. On Monday's edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, my guest will be Joel Norman, who's never done the show before. Stormin' Joel Norman, the broadcasting voice of the Wenatchee Apple Sox. What are we going to be talking about, my friend?
Oh, I'm looking forward to my first appearance. We're going to talk about the Apple Sox season, home opener coming up June 6th, some of the promotions as well this season, as well as a few other little surprises. Getting to know our coaching staff a little bit and just getting ready for baseball to be back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium.
We're all waiting for the weather to change. Maybe baseball will be what Mother Nature will have in store come the spring. I can't wait. Joel, it's good to see you. Grant, Joel will be my guest on Monday. Back to you.
Thank you, guys. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.
Watch Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center. Find out about programs and activities for ages 50 and over, and meet amazing seniors who contribute to our community. New episodes Sundays at 1:30 p.m., replayed throughout the week on the NCWLIFE channel. Get your body moving. Tune in for Vibrant Motion, featuring low-impact aerobics hosted by Connie Townsend. These workouts are great for all ages. Vibrant Motion, brought to you by the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, weekdays on the NCWLIFE channel.